All right, live. We are on the air. We're here. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show. Welcome to my channel here, Traveling with Bruce. What a weekend. How's it going, everybody? Oh, and of course, I forgot to mute the one channel that I always forget to mute. There it is. Okay. Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. Okay, welcome to the show, Traveling with Bruce, Monday, October the 29th, 2018, the live show. Welcome one and welcome all. Wow, lots going on. There's just all kinds of stuff happening. Not all of it good, but just a crazy weekend. I tried to rest as much as I could. My throat's kind of sore, a little tired, but I got a good day off yesterday, although I was watching all the headlines and stuff. Just trying to take it easy. Today, oh my gosh, I got up and just nonstop working all day. It has been nonstop stuff for me to worry about all day long. I have stories on 4 cruise ships, and well, you know, just stuff. I mean, there's just so much going on in the cruise business. It's incredible, wild and wacky. Anyway, welcome back to the show. This channel, this show is all about talking about cruise ships. I love talking about what's going on out there. I try to give you updates on what I'm hearing. Love talking about the new cruise ships coming, the old cruise ships that are out there, island resorts you can go to, cruises you can take, deals you can find. And I love it when folks ask me questions about going on a cruise, whether you're a first timer or not. If I can't answer the question on the spot, which I try and do, one of my viewers here who are signing in and saying hi to me probably can. So there's a whole pool of experience here on this channel each and every day, Monday to Friday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, Saturdays at 2. We love talking about cruise ships and vacations on cruises. So welcome one, welcome all. If you've never been here before, please, I'd love it if you sign in and say hi. Tell me, hi, Bruce, my first time here. Tell me, where are you located? What's your hometown? Where are you? Are you in, what state are you in? What city are you in? And what's your high temperature today? Some of the folks today are telling me what the price of gas is in their neighborhood. I can't believe some of these cheap prices. Incroyable. But hey, love to compare that kind of stuff. I am located in Canada. I am in Creston, British Columbia, just 3 miles north of the Idaho border. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and Spokane, Washington are 2 cities that are the closest to me as far as population centers go. They're about 2 hours 20, 2 hours 25 minutes away from this house. So my closest Costco is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and my wife and I occasionally will drive down there and pick up some stuff. Beautiful drive, beautiful place. BC here, gorgeous area. Gorgeous day today. It started off miserable. It just started off so gray and dank. But as the day has worn on, the sun has come out, but I don't know how long it's going to last. There are massive clouds all around us. And I'm kind of wondering if this is not going to last very long. Today, my lamp is having a little more power than the sun outside. So my face seems a little more evenly lit, I suppose, because of the lamp that I've got shining on me, rather than the sun shining in from here with this side all shiny and this side all dark. That's just the way it is. But the leaves are, oh my goodness, 80% gone. They're falling off fast around here. We're going to be in that 45 to 55 degree range now for the next week or so, with rain off and on. And that's just a precursor of what's to come. We will drop lower in temperature in the next few weeks, and snows will begin off and on. That's just the way it is. Lots of moisture around here. Although generally when we get snow, we generally don't get too much. Although 2 years ago, we had a cold snap that lasted badly right through the winter. It was a rough one. And I had 2 feet of snow on the patio and the front lawn and the back and everywhere. Unusual for that much to be hanging around. But we'll see what happens this year. Hopefully it'll be a milder winter. We'll take milder rather than colder. Welcome to the show. The channel, this channel, Traveling with Bruce, started in August 2017. Right now we're into the 14th month, plus about 2 weeks or so into this channel. On Saturday, when I last talked to you, I did a show Saturday afternoon, a little bit of trivia there and a little bit of cruise ship news. We ended at 4,600 subscribers roughly at that time. Right now, 4,640. 40 new subscribers have joined the Traveling with Bruce family. Welcome, 40 new subscribers in the last, well, 48 hours, if it's even 48 hours. Fantastic. I love it. We're on our way to 5,000, and I'm excited about it. I think I have a Carnival gift card, a $100 Carnival cruise gift card that has been sent to me. That's been designated to be given away to a viewer. I think I'm going to put something together for the 5,000 celebration show. I think when I hit 5,000 subscribers, we'll do a celebration show. I'll have some kind of a drawing of some kind. I'll come up with something. I'll let you guys know when I figure this thing out. But I can send this gift card electronically to the winner, and all will be well. And you can use it any way you want on any Carnival cruise you like. Apparently, I think it's good for Princess and Cunard and Holland America and Carnival and all the brands that they run. So pretty good. 4,640 subscribers. Fantastic. I love it. A year ago today, I was probably at about 37, 38 subscribers, maybe 40. So, you know, what a difference. 4,600 difference in a year. Whoa, is this channel different? Thank you, those of you out there who have been supporting this channel in various ways. Of course, one, you just watch the commercial. You know, you get a commercial and you watch it. Thank you for that. Although if you get one of those long ones, just watch like a minute and that's enough. Thank you for those of you out there who have been acquiring Traveling with Bruce merchandise on the Traveling with Bruce Redbubble page. Some folks are picking up T-shirts and coffee mugs and travel mugs and other items. Thank you for doing that. Every time you buy something through Redbubble with my logo on it, I get a commission. I love it. Thank you also for those of you who have been out there buying stuff on Amazon. There have been a few of you lately going to the Amazon store through my affiliate link, which you can find down below here in the description under this channel. There's a description of what this video is about. And on the very bottom somewhere is an address. It's an Amazon address. If you click on that thing, I think it'll take you right to the Amazon homepage. And from there, you know, whatever you want to buy on Amazon, if you've clicked into the homepage through my link, that sets me up for affiliate commissions on anything you buy on Amazon. And I thank you very much. I'll get one day, I'll get 30 cents commission. The next day, I'll get $1.80. Some days I make $5, then $3, and $2, and nothing for a while, and then another order. And then you get someone like Thomas Henry, who's just unbelievable. He'll buy a bunch of Christmas lights for his house, and a big commission comes in. I just love that when that happens. Any of you out there who are thinking of getting something expensive like car parts or tires or you know, you want to buy TV for somebody or yourself, or any of you out there who have business accounts, and if you can buy, if you're allowed to buy, or you're supposed to buy stuff for your business or your employer, use my link to get in there. Get a commission on anything they buy. That would be great for me. I would love to see a $30,000 order go through for a business. Commissions are anywhere from 2 to 8%, depending on what it is. That would make my month, I'll tell you that. Anyway, thank you, all of you who've been kind enough to do it. Some of you have been notifying me, telling me, Bruce, I bought this, I bought that, look for that, and I keep an eye open for it, because when I see my reports every day from Amazon, I don't know who does what on the buying side. I only see the item and what it was sold for, and then once it's shipped, they send me a report saying, we sent this item out and you earned 58 cents or $2.20. And so that's all I know, and that's fine. I don't need to know, you know, name and address of who bought what. I don't care. But once in a while, some of you guys let me know. You give me the heads up, say, "Hey, Bruce, I bought something. I want you to know," and I really appreciate when you do that. It's good to know. Thank you very much for all of those supports. Also, those of you who've been sending me super chats once in a while on this show when I do my live show, thank you for that. But I have to say, my number one favorite support mechanism is when wonderful people out there, they send donations, they send actual cash donations to this channel through my PayPal account, which you can find my PayPal link, quote unquote, on the home page of this channel. Or if you're watching on the phone, if you scroll along, you'll see there's little various headers. One of them says videos, playlists, and then there's about. If you click on the about link, that'll take you to a page where you see all kinds of links that I've set up. There's one for my Twitter handle. There's one for my Patreon handle. One for the Redbubble store, and then there's the Patreon donate button or donate link. If you click on the PayPal link, it takes you right into PayPal. And whether you're a member of PayPal or not, you can send a donation to this channel if you want to. I thank you for any donation. All donations that come through PayPal are, I get the best bang for the dollar that way, I guess the way I should say it. If you send me, if for every dollar you send me on a donation, I get about 94 to 96 cents of that money after the handling fees and stuff. Fantastic. If you send me a super chat during the show, I'll see it on the air, of course, but I only get 70% of whatever you send me on super chat. So if you're looking to send me a donation, I prefer it come through PayPal because it's a higher percentage comes to me. And it's instantaneous. I get the funds that within 5-10 minutes, the funds are available to use for Jennifer and I. Whereas if it goes through PayPal, it goes through Super Chat through YouTube, I only get paid once a month on that. It's usually the 21st of each month. So right now, this being the 29th, I won't see a donation made today until the 21st of November. And if you make a donation in 3 days from now, that'll be a November donation, I won't get that till December 21st. So that is a long, like 7-week wait. So that's why I so prefer donations through PayPal. Way more of that comes my way. It's instantaneous and it makes such a difference. But thank you, all of you who've been doing that. I appreciate it very much. In any way you support this channel, I love it. Love you guys. Thanks for all the comments over the weekend. Fantastic. Bunch of you guys are sending messages my way. Thumbs ups all the time. I love that. Thank you. Thumbs ups on these live shows. Thank you. And just comments. Whenever I get a comment on a video, whether it's a new video or a video I made 6 months ago, a video I made a year ago, it doesn't matter. Even if you say hi, Bruce, or love the video, or you know, A-OK, or you just send me a thumbs up sign. Any comment you make on a video, and I'll comment back usually with a little heart sign that I love it. That shows YouTube engagement and engagement between creator and viewer. This is a big deal for YouTube. It's a huge deal. So if you're watching a video of mine, or you're sitting there doing a binge watch, some of you watch 5 or 10 or 15 of my videos in like a half an hour. If you like each one of them, even as soon as it starts playing, just hit the like button. That little thumbs up button, that is a big deal. If you send me a little comment saying loved it, or you know, great video, oh man, does that make a difference on the analytics with respect to YouTube. YouTube reacts very positively to videos that are engaging with the viewer, and it shows them that, you know what, we should show this guy's stuff to more people who've never seen him before, because he gets good engagement with his viewers. And that's what happens. The more people that find my channel, the more subscribers I get. The more subscribers I get, the more interactivity I get, and it just snowballs. It just feeds itself. And that's why we're now at 4,640 subscribers in only a year and 2 months. Yeah, gotta love it. I thank you all very, very much for that. All right, the news of the day. I did a video this morning. I know a bunch of you have seen the video. If you haven't, check it out, please. It has to do with the Navigator of the Seas. The Navigator of the Seas, Royal Caribbean ship, left Southampton a couple of days ago on a 10-day cruise that was supposed to visit some Spanish ports, and go to to Tenerife and the Azores, Canary Islands, that kind of thing. A warm weather cruise, in other words. Getting folks out of the cold weather in the UK and heading them south. That's just like a Caribbean cruise for us. But the ship ran into a problem. They ran into some active seas. And I don't know how heavy the waves were, but I will say this. There's been some nasty weather in Europe lately through the Mediterranean too. And in the North Sea, the waves are pretty engaging. They were pretty active. And I did hear from a viewer who was on the ship who wrote me saying, I was on the ship and we were rocking and rolling. It was not fun. This gigantic ship was being tossed around a little bit. To give you an idea, I believe the Navigator of the Seas is 138,000 tons. That's really heavy. 1,020 feet long, 158 feet wide. That is wide. And 3,835 passengers with 1,185 crew. So we're talking 5,000 people, all the food, all the water, all the provisions, that ship, and it was moving a lot. And passengers said that they had heard a loud noise. Some said it was a bang, some was a big thumping sound. And shortly after they heard that sound, depending on where in the ship they were, alarms started going off. Those alarms that we get trained about when we first get on a cruise ship on the very first day, and we're just about to leave port. We have to go to the muster drill, and they set off the alarms to tell you this alarm means this, and you hear it. This alarm means that, you hear it. And they heard the alarms going off, and then announcements from the captain. Code Bravo. Code Bravo is the code you don't want to hear. The passengers don't want to hear it. The crew don't want to hear it. That is the one code they don't like talking about. That's either a fire or we've got a problem, a serious problem. That's a big deal. Code Bravo. And they were calling out Code Bravo, and they were sending teams of crew scattering down below. And after a while, passengers noticed a lot of crew members were running around the ship following orders from staff, wearing life vests. And passengers had not been told to get life vests, but they saw the crew with life vests. A little disconcerting when you're on a holiday and you notice your crew scrambling with the alarms going off and they're wearing life vests and no one tells you to do anything. You kind of wonder what the hell is going on. Now, from the captain's perspective, it could well have been that it wasn't such a big emergency, but the standard procedures and standard operating procedure calls for the crew to don their life jackets when they're engaged in a Code Bravo. And so maybe that's the deal. And then they'll figure out later if they need to warn the passengers of the same thing. And in this case, I guess they didn't need to warn the passengers about a Code Bravo. But one of my viewers wrote to me, and I did see another viewer write on Twitter, and I recall this quote, something about a line. The line went something like this. When the captain started speaking, you could hear a pin drop on the entire cruise ship. Normally, when you hear an announcement on a cruise ship, you know what that normally is. It's the get your drink package while you still can in 6 different languages if you're on MSC. Or come on deck 12 for bingo in 15 minutes. But no, these announcements were from the captain, and no one spoke when the captain was speaking because they're all wondering what the heck is going on. Well, the ship diverted from where it was headed in the Atlantic over to Spain immediately for land. Ended up in Vigo, Spain. I always call it Vigo. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but it's spelled V-I-G-O, either Vigo or Vigo. The ship made it to the port, and when it got there, they'd already radioed in their issue. There was an emergency declared. They were taking on water. And the story goes, from what I can gather, there was an issue with one of the stabilizers on the ship. If you don't know what a stabilizer is, these are fins that come out the side of the ship under the waterline. In the case of this ship, the Navigator of the Seas, there are 4 stabilizers, 2 on each side that stick out. And these are fins that can be adjusted like a rudder on an airplane. And as the ship is going through the water, if I'm going through to you, the stabilizer sticks out like this, and they can tilt the stabilizer like this to compensate for the roll of the ship. So as the ship is coming your way and it's trying to do this, the stabilizers can try to negate a good bunch of that roll to minimize the roll. And that keeps us from getting seasick and allows the ship to go at top speed, faster speed, and it's a much more stable ride. Hence the word stabilizers. Well, one of the stabilizers, there was an issue. Now, was the problem not noticed when they left Southampton? Was the problem developed as they were rolling along? Was the problem caused on a stabilizer by impacting something? Did they hit something in the open seas that hit a stabilizer? Didn't hit the hull of the ship, but it hit the stabilizer and therefore made the stabilizer either ineffective, or did something hit the ship where the stabilizer and the ship meet and there was a problem there? Don't know. But from what I'm told, once the ship got into port in either Vigo in Spain, crews were called out with pumpers. There was a pumper boat that came out with a huge diesel engines on board that can pump water thousands of gallons in a minute. And they brought hoses to the Navigator where there was leakage, and they took out whatever water leaked in. Now, the ship down below has watertight compartments, and so a part of the ship down below can flood, and then it'll stop from going to another part of the ship and so on. But I guess the ship was already handling the water coming on board to a degree. It was never in danger of, quote, sinking, but it is a problem. And if the flooding gets into the engine room, we got us a problem, because now the engines that control the pumps are dismantled, and now you can't pump out the water. Now you have a big problem. So this is why it was imperative to get the ship into port right away, stabilize the situation. They did. They drained out the water, pumped out whatever water they had to drain out, and they were able to repair whatever issue they had with the leakage. And whether that was they were able to adjust the stabilizer, or they were able to properly close the hole in the hull. Again, whatever the issue was, it's been repaired to the satisfaction of port authorities, the cruise line, the captain, and all concerned. And so the ship left port. Our time, late morning, probably in Spain, late in the day, left port, and they unfortunately had to cancel, I believe, 3 or 4 ports of call. So a 10-day cruise, instead of having maybe 6 or 7 stops, is now having 3 maybe. And they're going to have the last 3 days on the ship are going to be sea days. And that tells me something. It's telling me that there might be an issue with respect to the what's the word I'm looking for? Seaworthiness might be too strong a word to say, but it might well be that the captain is being instructed by Royal Caribbean and its technical people, do not go over a certain speed, and keep the ship at only half speed or whatever it might be. And that tells me that on the last 3 days, they're heading back to Southampton rather than in a day and a half. They're doing it in 3 days. And that might be the reasoning why. Maybe the stabilizers don't work as well as they could. I don't know. Has a new stabilizer been ordered? Don't know. Has spare parts been ordered to repair? I don't know. They're not going to brag about that to us. This is the kind of news that cruise lines don't like to talk about. Guys, it just not good for business. It's just not good for business. And so this was a big story today. My video has caught some traction on this. So you get a chance to see it, please share it if you could for me on Facebook or any other social media. It's driving a lot of traffic to my channel today. And the more the merrier, I say, because they can discover TWB. And the more people discover TWB, it seems the more people like it. So thumbs up for that. It's an unfortunate story, but kind of worked out for my channel. What can I tell you? 3 other ships in the news today. Carnival Sunshine. What is with Carnival Sunshine? This ship cannot get out of the news. I talked about this ship a couple of days ago. It was having engine problems. It couldn't get out of port in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Couldn't get out of port. The week before, it had been in Freetown, Bahamas, for a 2-week refurbish. Came out, first cruise, leaving Florida, went down to the Caribbean, went to one of the ports, which is San Juan, and it was supposed to leave at I don't know what time it's supposed to leave, 4 in the afternoon. Didn't get out until almost midnight or something really late. Had to miss Grand Turk the next day. Had a bunch of folks tell me that. They were on that ship. They were not happy. And it limped back to Florida. Now I understand that turned around and left Florida, and on the first night it's at sea, they had an issue. They called it a technical problem. Of course, every problem on a ship is a technical problem. This technical problem was where the ship began to tilt. It began to list. It's called listing. Now, you can make a ship do this. A captain can make a ship list on purpose. When you have sea trials to work a ship in and find out if everything's working properly, you purposely list a ship on purpose to see if she can properly recover at the right amount of time in the right way, and all the computer systems kick in and the safety systems kick in. But sometimes computers on board cruise ships, which are getting readings from all kinds of sensors, they get the wrong readings because sensors break down from time to time. This particular ship had a couple of issues with the sensors, and unfortunately, there were almost 3,000 passengers on board this ship when this problem happened. And when this technical listing occurred, the ship tilted quite a ways. It tilted so much, it terrified everybody. Water started to spill out of the swimming pools. And you know, if you see photos of cruise ship swimming pools, Always ask yourself, they don't look full to me. They always look like 3/4 full, because they're purposely designed to be that low. There's still 5 feet of water in there, but the last 2 or 3 feet is air, because if a ship does this, the water doesn't spill out of a swimming pool, out of a cruise ship. Well, it tilted so much that water started pouring out of the swimming pools onto the decks. Dishes and plates and meals were falling off of tables. I'm sure buffet food was spilling out. In the retail shops down below, all kinds of merchandise was spilling out of shelving. So if the alcohol isn't tied in, it came out. All the perfumes came out. The jewelry counters spilled everything. It would have been a real mess, and it would have been right now everywhere at the same time. And this was not a pleasant experience. The captain and the crew on the bridge took over manual control to right the ship. In other words, to bring it back. They did. And then they investigated the problem, found the problem. Apparently, they resolved it. It's probably a software reboot. And apparently, as far as the bridge is concerned, all is well. Passengers on board the ship, however, they don't buy it. They're like going, this happened before. This can happen again. We don't like this. And a number of folks are a bit nervous right now on board the Carnival Sunshine. The reality, though, is the Carnival Sunshine, as I reported a couple weeks ago, is getting ready for a major redo. It just came out of a refurbishment, which is basically, spick and spanning it up and cleaning it up and taking care of minor issues. But it's in line for a major refreshment, $200 million worth, where they're going to rename this ship. They're going to completely redesign this ship. This ship is going to have all kinds of new water systems and water parks and features and restaurants and public areas. And they're going to do some major retrofitting. But last week, the engine problem was an issue. Now this week, the listing problem is an issue. They're not going in for refurbishment for that $200 million job until 2020, year and a half. Another 18 months of unreliable cruising might be in order for the Sunshine before she goes in for the $200 million retrofit. We're having problems right now, having just come out of a 2-week dry dock. The 2-week dry dock is supposed to fix all kinds of little things. So a couple of little things didn't get looked after, or they weren't detected. They happened after the dry dock. And you have to ask yourself, these 18 and 20 and 22-year-old cruise ships that have been used every day for 20 straight years, sure, you can replace the mattress. I put a new mattress in today. I can tell you right now, it's brand new bed in your cabin. Yep, brand new bed. It'll feel like a brand new bed. It'll smell like a brand new bed. It's a brand new bed. But the engine in the engine room is the original engine. They have parts that they've changed out, of course, but it's the original engine. And the engine that powers all the electricity, the original. The engines that power all the air conditioning systems, the elevators, all the electrical, all the generators. Some might have been replaced. Most are originals. Parts break out on these units unannounced, and you can do all the proactive maintenance you want. But after a while, even technicians will tell you, hey, man, you want me to keep this engine going 24/7 the way it is in this middle of the ocean, which is, salt air everywhere we go. After 20 years, all bets are off as to when this is going to go. There's going to be times where this will fail. I can fix it. I can get it up and running. It might be 3 hours, 6 hours, 10 minutes. I don't know. But I can't tell you when it's going to go down the next time, even though I'm putting in new parts all the time. And this is the issue with older cruise ships. So this ship here, $200 million retrofit, I can tell you right now, they're not replacing the engines in the year and a half either. That's not part of the job. They're not going to replace the motors. And so what happens even after the major refit? Well, we may have the same issues continuing. So it's a bit of bad luck for the Sunshine lately. And I've got to ask myself, wow, if I'm looking for a 1-week Caribbean cruise and I see a deal for $499 for a balcony in the Caribbean, but it's the Sunshine, am I going to go on that ship? Got to ask myself, hey, last week it didn't go to Grand Turk. This week it tilted so much, everything fell out. I would hate to be in dinner with my finery and all the food spilling my way, especially the hot coffee and everything else. I mean, that's not fun. I don't know. Yeah, issues. Now, all ships can have problems. I just talked to you about the Navigator of the Seas, although it is a 2002 ship, so she's 16 years old as well. This can happen. Part of the business, I suppose. All right. The next piece of news: celebrity constellation. I couldn't believe it. The celebrity constellation is in Italy right now, off the coast of Italy. Yesterday, I believe this happened. She was in a place known as the port of La Spezia, Spezia, La Spezia, just south of Genoa, just north of Florence and Pisa. So north of Rome, south of Genoa. And the ship was at a port of call. I believe it was scheduled to be there. And it was a really windy day. Yesterday was a terribly bad day for wind off of the entire western coast of Italy and probably including Sicily. It would not have been a fun time. And the ship here, this particular ship, was in port, not at sea, and she was tied up with the ropes, and she gave way. The ropes, the lines gave way. The ropes snapped, and the ship all of a sudden was free floating, and the tugboats were called in, which is their job in the port, to hold her down. And it took three of them, three mighty tugboats, to fight the wind to get her back towards port and bring out another set of lines to tie her down. And that was not fun, and that could have caused all kinds of havoc. Some story went that the ship touched another ship. Might have been another small ship, but no damage of seriousness was reported, but it could have been bad. The other one was in the port that you use when you go to Rome, Italy. Now, I can't pronounce it properly. Of course, you can type to me and tell me how to say it, but unless I can figure out what you're typing, I have no idea how to say this port. But I will give it a shot. It starts with the letter C, and if I start with a C instead of a cha, I go Civitavecchia. But if the C is pronounced with a cha or like a CH sound, then it's Civitavecchia. I look at that and I always think of Mark Calcavecchia, the golfer. And I always go, in the port of Calcavecchia, out of Rome, the Asmir Pursuit, another cruise ship, had a line break on her, and she was held down by only one line instead of two lines. So either the front line broke or the back line broke. I think the front line broke and the back line held. And so the ship would have gone, instead of, like, if the port is here and the ship is here, and this is the front, you're the front, you're looking at the front, she would have done this. And apparently she did a 180. She went out 180 degrees. She was sticking that way because the wind was blowing her out here. Three tugboats had to be brought in to bring her back too and retie her down, because in the port of Calcavecchia in Rome, there are a bunch of cruise ships that are hiding from this weather. As many as 6 apparently were in there. I don't know if there was any damage or whatnot, but it must have been a fun ride, and it would have been full of 2,000 passengers. Kind of crazy. From what I understand, the port was closed at the time for in and out traffic. There was no way you were going to leave that port and go anywhere. No cruise ship was leaving Rome yesterday. They stayed there until given the green light from the harbor master, because it was pretty bad. Anyway, there's 4 ships: Navigator of the Seas, Sunshine for Carnival, Celebrity Constellation, and the Asmir Pursuit. All had an incident in the last 24 hours. Holy moly macaroni, it's insane. Last week I talked all about the Ada Nova cruise ship that's up in Netherlands. I'm still waiting for an update on the Ada Nova. As far as I know, it is still at port. I can't find any news on whether it's been moved. If anybody has any information about the Ada Nova, I would love an update, because the last I've heard now is that the police were called for an arson investigation. Multiple fires were set on the Ada Nova, and I'm waiting to find out what the ruling is. What's the deal? Have they charged anyone with this act? Do they have a suspect in mind? What is the nature of it? What is the nature of the damage? No one is talking. All we know is all of the cruises between November the 15th and December the 2nd to promote the ship through the media and all kinds of travel agents, all those cruises were canceled. I think there were 4. and I think up to 5,000 people per cruise would have been booked on these. Upwards of 20,000 people are not going on promotional cruises on the Ada Nova because the cruise line, the builder, can't deliver the ship to the cruise line. Carnival cannot receive the ship until she is completed, and she is a damaged vessel right now. I don't know to what extent. I'm waiting to find out how many millions of dollars it's going to take to fix her, to bring these cabins back to full repair, and was there damage outside of the cabins because of the heat and meltage from the temperature of this arson set, multiple fires, actually, multiple blazes. I haven't got a word. So anyone know? Let me know once you know, and I'll pass it on because I'm trying to keep on top of the story, but the cruise lines they're saying nothing. Carnival saying nothing. Ada saying nothing. The builder saying nothing. No problem here. There's nothing to see here. All that blood over there, that's just pretend blood. There's nothing to see here. So just move along your way. Go about your business. Nothing to see here, folks. This billion-dollar cruise ship, even though it'll be 3 weeks late being delivered, there's nothing wrong. Yeah, there's something wrong. When a billion-dollar asset is 3 weeks behind because of arson, that's something's wrong. Anyway, so there you have it. Okay, there's my piece of news for the day. Holy moly macaroni. That took me 30 minutes. Man, oh man. Let me see who's here. Say hi to all you guys. If any of you have any questions, comments on any of these stories, tell me. Let me know. I would love to get it. Paul Wilson was the first to sign in today to tell me, hey, how you doing there, Bruce? I'm now stopped for some sleep time, and I've seen that the site was on, so I signed in early in case I fall asleep to give Bruce a thumbs up, and then he's going to sleep. So you got to love viewers like that. They find the show. They give me a thumbs up, and then they get some shut-eye. Thank you very much. He was here at 3:14 Eastern, an hour and 45 minutes before the show started. I already got my first thumbs up from Paul Wilson. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Have a good afternoon, everybody. He says, I'll watch the show after I wake up. Robert Brandt signed in, telling me, hey, Bruce, Paul, everybody, it's 84 in St. Thomas today. The Carnival Fascination's in port with 2,056 people, and the rum of the day is Parse 12-year-old from Colombia. It sounds like good stuff. This is my drink of the day. It's caffeine-free Diet Coke in a Traveling with Bruce coffee mug, which I invite you to order this logo or whatever logo you like from my Redbubble store and support the channel. Thank you very much. Hello, Coca-Cola. I'd love to be sponsored by you. All right. Richard C. Bruce, what about the camera found in the cabin on the Carnival Fantasy? This is the second incident on that ship. First being reported last year. Should cruise companies prevent this from happening? Richard, I think it's the same story. I think it's the same story twice. I read this a long time ago. Nothing ever came of it. It's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a titillating story. I guess that's what I'm going to say. It gets people's imaginations running. First, they're outraged, and then some people are like, "Ooh, who did that?" We've never got a confirmation on whether it was really a camera, whether it was really turned on or being monitored by anybody, and or who. Nothing's come of it because, again, this was found on a Carnival cruise ship. They apparently investigated it internally, and we've heard nothing about it ever since. And that's the way it's going to be because this is an international company that doesn't have to report to us. They don't owe us an explanation. Maybe we feel they do, but they're not going to talk about it. No matter what they say about this story will either make one thing happen. Will it make their stock go up in price? No. Will it make more people book a cruise on Carnival? No. They're not going to talk about it then. What's their upside? Zero upside. Keep quiet. Let the story die. It died 6-8 months ago. Now someone revived it. I don't know how they revived it, but they revived it. Maybe the couple in question revived it. Maybe they were seeking compensation, didn't like the offer they were getting. Now they're going public for more, for more sympathy. I don't know. I'm not happy about it. I'm disappointed and frustrated that this happened in the first place. I don't know what it is that this thing is, but if it's a recording device, I think it's wrong. I don't agree with it. But unless they've got some serious lawyers, I don't know if they're going to get anywhere with this cruise line. I really don't. Apparently, they were made some sort of an offer of compensation. They didn't like it. And they want more. And so that's all I know. I feel for them. However, they did discover it once as they were checking into their room. So thankfully, they weren't traipsing around in their room naked with a camera on them. They caught it before the cruise even began, but they wanted answers. I don't blame them. I feel they deserve an answer. I'd love an answer, but I don't know if we'll ever get one. I really do not know. But like I said, it's a titillating story. Peter Heckman, hi Bruce and everyone. 80 degrees here in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Not a cloud in the sky and very little humidity. Just a perfect day. Gas continues to drop. This morning, gas is 148.9 a gallon. That's incredible. I can't believe you're even under $2, let alone under $1.50. Are you sure it's not 249 a gallon? That's insane. That's really weird. Robert Brandt was talking about the camera incident. I wondered about it also. Looked into it. It's the same incident. I was very curious what's up with that. 149. Robert says you are an unlucky dog. It's 449 in St. Thomas. Robert is telling me. Unbelievable. Robert, thank you very much for joining me today and the update on that ship over there. Let's hear. Yeah, Peter Heckman was saying gas prices going in the right direction for sure. Paul Wilgus is here telling us it's 54 in Virginia. Hey, buddy, how are you, Paul? Welcome back. Robert Brandt saying it dropped under $4 a gallon here briefly, but then popped back up to about the 450 mark. Peter Hickman, sorry, I meant 248. There it is. It's 248 a gallon. That's still a good deal, but 148, unheard of. I can't believe that would be right. I wish it were 148 though. I hear you there. Okay. Robert saying, well, I feel a little better since your gas just went up $1 a gallon. Alrighty. Brittany Lockwood, hi Bruce and all. I had an awesome weekend. I went to both the tailgate and the football game on Saturday. And my college's football team dominated the game, and the final score was 48-21. Brittany, that's a good day. Crazy Rich Guys Travel. Kaya and Janu are in the house. Guys, how are you? Welcome to my show. Welcome to the channel today. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're having a great day today. Paul Lucas, Crazy Rich Guys, he's saying hi to those guys. Brittany is telling me it's 82 right now. She's saying I had my third test of the semester. And if I did not blank out on 2 of the questions, I would have gotten 100 on it. Right on, girl. Way to get those good grades. Peter, just checked on the weather in Creston, currently 46. Yeah, gorgeously sunny. Feels warmer, but it is about 46, 40, 50. Sylvan is here. Sylvan Forest. Hi, Bruce and all. 80 degrees in Delray Beach. Sunny and comfortable. Thumbs ups, everybody. I'm looking to book a cruise in early 2019. Any rumors of a cruise, a group cruise with the TWB family, he wants to know. I haven't got one yet. I'm kind of holding off at the moment because our daughter just moved recently to Los Angeles, and Jennifer and I are looking into a visit with her, and then we're trying to scheme a trip from there. And when I know more, I'll let you guys know more. Robert, Paul Wilkes, Robert Brand, is the high cost of gas there because it's shipped in, or is the gas tax real high? Robert shipped in, and the Jones Act has to come from a USA flagged ship. They get to charge whatever the hell they want. No foreign competition for the business. So if you had a Venezuelan shipping company, a Colombian shipping company, a Mexican shipping company, and an American shipping company, they could all be contracted to bring in, say, 100,000 gallons of unleaded gas to St. Thomas. You could have a true bidding competition. You could have 4 countries' cruise lines, cruise shipping companies bid for the deal. The American would be the highest price, and they wouldn't get the contract. But because of the Jones Act, that protects American ships from foreign competition. So it's a closed shop. So only American cruise companies, shipping companies, are allowed to ship goods and services, goods, fuel, and everything else into U.S. territories like St. Thomas. And so guess what? You got 3 American companies that are being given the tender. How much would you charge me to ship 100,000 gallons? How much will you pay? How much will you pay? Well, have you noticed something that when you drive down the street in your hometown in America or in Canada, you notice that the price of gas between gas stations is kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, the same. 249.9, 248.9. It's always about the same price. Well, guess what? If you hire an American shipping company to bring you 100,000 gallons of unleaded fuel, there's only a few companies you can call to do that kind of job because it's a specialized business. Guess what? They're kind of like the same. They're always about the same. But if you were to talk to a Mexican company and ask them how much would you charge, they'd offer you the same deal for half, a third, because they do it at a price where they can just make a profit on it. Where the American company's going, we have no competition. We know the Mexicans can't get into this business. We know the Brits can't do it. We know that the Cubans can't do it. It's all ours. And so let's screw our fellow man. And there you have it, $4.49 a gallon in St. Thomas. for a gallon of gas. Don't tell me the cruise that the gas station's making $1 a gallon. They're not making $1 a gallon. No, it's all made by the oil company and the shipper because there's no tax in St. Thomas. You can't blame it on the tax man. Yeah, amazing, amazing. America, what a free country you have down there. It's incredible. Wow, free to gouge. Absolutely amazing. There you go. So Robert Rat, so it gets offloaded in the States and reshipped. Pure bullshit is what he's talking about. Pure BS. I hear. I'm with you, Robert. You're absolutely right. And it really, most people only drive a few miles a day for the tank of gas. So, the island's 7 miles long. A tank of gas will last quite a long time. But when you fill up, you pay dearly for it. Yeah. Someone's getting rich, but not the Islanders. No. Let's see here. Paul Willis, that's true. They don't sell mass quantity. Sylvan, couldn't they unload gas directly in St. Thomas and cut out the cost a little bit? Tracy, hi all. Hi Bruce. A great day in Naples. A little chilly this morning in the 50s, though I'm not complaining. Now it's 85, bright sunny. Gas here in Florida, $2.70 a gallon. Crazy rich guy. Sounds like you did fine, Brittany. Robert Brent, hi Tracy. $2.71 a gallon is Sylvan saying where he is. Tom Henry, hey everybody, here for a few minutes. 54 degrees in Lititz, Pennsylvania. Tom, hope you had a good weekend, buddy. Everyone's saying hi to him. Let's see here. Brittany, definitely the replacement gives partial credit for incomplete answers. She's got a new professor, which is good. Debbie Emanuel is in the house. Hi, Bruce and TW family. Hope all is well. Breezy here today in Northern California, and we'll just get over 70 degrees today. Woohoo! Much better than 100. That is fantastic, Debbie. Christian Elkins, good afternoon out there. Hi, Christian. How are you? Mr. Wigan Dave, hello to all. Hi there, Mr. WD. Paul Wilgus, hello, Debbie. Debbie, hi, Paul. Naomi G, Columbia, South Carolina, 73 degrees. Hi, Naomi. How you doing? You sound like a first-timer. Christine, 70 degrees here in St. Louis today. Fantastic. Alan Carter, 5 days. Bliss, Panama cruise. Be there, be square. Absolutely fantastic, Alan. Have a great time. Let us know all about it. Reggie Nerman, happy Monday, sun coming out now in New York, says Reggie Nerman. Kelly Haston, hello to all. Hi, Kelly. Debbie, Alan, you're going to love the bliss. Edward Mullins, 70 degrees in Loganville, Georgia. Edward, buddy, that's not bad weather. All right, that's pretty good. Fantastic. Welcome to the show. Tom Henry, hi, Debbie. Paul Wilgus, Tom Henry, how's your trip going? Debbie, hi, Thomas. Tom Henry, looking forward to 2 weeks from tomorrow. I'll be in beautiful St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. Kelly Haston, hi, Thomas. White Knock, Florida couple says they found hidden camera in their room on Carnival Cruise. This is certainly a unique and unusual occurrence. And it is unclear why this transmitter was placed in the guest stateroom, Carnival said in a statement. Yeah, this is old news. This is about a year ago. I thought it was at least 6 months old, this story. It could be as innocent as supervisors with Carnival putting a camera in a room to monitor how cleaning staff clean the room between the end of a cruise and the start of the next one. But it could be as so sinister as the last passenger or someone else on board putting in a joy machine, putting a little camera in to see if there's any hanky-panky going on. I don't know. We'll never know. We'll never get the truth. This will be buried. This will disappear. We can talk about all we want, but we're not going to get the answer. I don't think so. Robert Brandt, St. Thomas. You're coming to St. Thomas there, Tom. Brittany, temperature fluctuating is the norm in South Louisiana. Tom Henry, wedding yesterday was very nice. I got to see my 2 sisters and brother for the first time in a long time. Paul Willis is saying that is cool. Debbie Manuel, doing much better than I am, Thomas. Still have not booked new cruise. Going to be a great trip for you. Tom Henry, Robert Brandt, Kai, and Janu, I'm coming. Angela A, hello, Bruce. Nice to see the growth of your channel. Thank you, Angela, so much for those kind words. Tom Henry, hi, Kelly. Sylvan, Bruce, I know from experience that the sun in Canada is just about as warm as the moon in Florida. Come on now. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, buddy. You know it. When I get the chance, I'll be letting you know for sure. Robert, you'll be able to try my new wine bar and bistro. Tom Henry, oh, fantastic. Ed Tolson, hello, Bruce and all. 56 here in the Bronx. The Big Apple sounds great. Tom Henry, terrific. Robert, 75 feet from the dock. Paul Lucas, that should pull in some tourists. Mr. Wigan Dave, talk about cruising. Just talk about cruising, Bruce. Talk about cruising. Paul Lucas, crazy rich guys. Did you get your eyelashes yet, Kaya? Robert, I think, what is it? I think, and it's joins Yacht Cleaning. Oh, the bar he has, the new wine bistro, adjoins the Yacht Haven, was it Grand with all super yacht, mega yachts. Interesting. Should be prime location. Kat Rose is here. Hi, Kat. Tom Henry, traveling with Bruce. Do you remember the suitcase order from Amazon? Did they deduct your commission? I returned just the large case with the handle that didn't extend. They refunded the full. Yes, they did retract it. I don't know if they retracted everything, but there was a retraction. So we'll see. If you get a new one, I don't know. Maybe I'll get it back. I don't know. Tom Henry, what's that amount? And never contacted me again. I had asked for the case to be replaced. I kept the medium and small. They are free at the moment. Oh, very interesting, Tom. So they refunded your money. You sent them just the big one. You kept the small ones. And you got all your money back. Hey, good for you. No big deal. Whatever happens, happens. Richard C., we have to buy using the designated link for Amazon for our company. It goes to a charity for sick kids. Otherwise, it would be thousands towards you. Sorry, says Richard C. Well, that's just the way it is, Richard. But anyone else out there, if you're able to buy merchandise on Amazon for your company, and you're allowed to use my affiliate link to help this poor charity case that I am, I would love it. I would love that. Nurse Nancy, hi all. Happy Monday. Sunny day here in Wisconsin in the high 40s. I'm sad that the daylight gets less and less now. That's true. This is the end of October. We've got another 2 months of short days before they get longer again. So hang on in there, people. Crazy Rich Guys, Paul Lucas. Yes, I did order those eyelashes. They're saying, Paul Lucas, Nurse Nancy, how you doing? Reggie, Nurse Nancy, me too. Tom, Cindy was listening to a Hallmark Christmas movie earlier today. Nurse Nancy, and I perked up when they mentioned Nurse Nancy. I laugh out loud, a character in the movie. All right. Tracy Dunlap, Robert Brandt, what's the new place called? He's saying Brix Wine Bar and Bistro, B-R-I-X, Brix Wine and Bar and Bistro. Fantastic, something to look out for in St. Thomas. Tom Henry, wonder how Tweety is doing today on her cruise. Paul Wilgus, Crazy Rich Guys, you have to post a pic on Facebook when you get them installed. Those eyelashes. Robert Brandt, it's a small 1,200 square foot bar. Or Debbie Manuel, sorry, Bruce, did get quite a few orders through Amazon yesterday, but just ordered micro SDs, mascara, and toilet paper. Nothing in the amounts of Thomas. It's all good, Debbie. It's all good. I'll take any nickels and dimes I can get. I don't care. Rob Souter, greetings from the Gap, PA, 56 degrees from Pennsylvania. Rob, welcome back to my show and channel. Nurse Nancy, that's too funny, Tom Henry. Tom Henry, Bruce gets 100% of Costco gift cards mailed to his home. Laugh out loud. Yes, I do. I get 96% on donations from PayPal. I get 70% on Super Chat donations. But when someone sends me a Costco gift card, like Tom Henry does, I get 100% of that. And thank you very much, Tom Henry. You've done that twice, and I love it. Tom Henry, you've got to love you. Richard C., thumbs ups to Bruce. Crazy Rich Guys, I will, Paul, and we will be finishing out condo project and post those also. So the photos are coming. Tom Henry, well, I have to leave the hotel room. Going to pick up Cindy and both moms for supper. We're going out. We'll have the audio on the car radio. Right on, Tom. Have a great night. You guys take it easy. Paul Wilgus, take care. Tom Reggie, bye, Tom. Dixie Walker is here. Hi, all. Hi, Dixie. How you doing? White Knock, wow, you have my hair standing on end. Ed Tolson, does anyone here know about security cameras for indoors? I want some that'll be easy to turn on and off. I need them to watch my health aids. Very good question. I don't, but you know what? I bet you could probably find some videos about decent cameras for security, indoor security, on YouTube. You might want to just do a general search on YouTube. Maybe you can find something about that. I don't know. 34 thumbs ups today. Thank you, everybody, for that. Got 59 folks watching right now. This is awesome. Dixie, I will catch the replay. Cat Rose, wired or wireless? Yeah, what kind of camera? That's right. Nurse Nancy, hi, Dixie. See you later. Cool Jazz, White Knock. That carnival incident took place many months ago. Ed, wireless. White Knock, there is a new one that just happened. Google it. There's a new one that just happened. Google it. Tracy Dunlop, sounds nice and quaint for a wine bar, Robert. Congrats and good luck with the Brix Wine Bar and Bistro. Cool Jazz in New York. Ed Tollison Jr., there is one I know of you can watch on your phone. My friend uses it to watch her aides and her house when she's away. Robert, thanks, Tracy. You know, it's not like me to try to sell alcohol. Laugh out loud. It's not like Robert Brandt is promoting it or anything like that. I mean, it's not like he needs to promote it or benefits from it or anything like that. Awesome stuff. Paul Wilkins laughing out loud. Ed Tolson, what brand? Cool Jazz. That sounds like what I want. Tracy's laughing out loud. Tammy Ray is here. Good afternoon, everybody. Hi, Tammy. How you doing? Welcome back to the show. It's been a while. Cool Jazz. I'm texting her now at Ed Tolson. Sylvan, Navigator of the Seas is one of Royal Caribbean's oldest ships and rocks quite a bit in rough water. I speak from experience. I enjoyed the ride tremendously between Cozumel and Miami. I'm wondering, is the Navigator of the Seas the same class of ship as the Explorer of the Seas? I and Jennifer were on the Explorer of the Seas, and we had rocking too, but we had 60-foot to 80-foot waves in a bomb cyclone coming out of New York. Cool Jazz Navigator sailing now at 19 knots, says Cool Jazz. Ed Tolson, Debbie batteries is fine. Ed, by the way, thanks everyone for your help. Brittany, I'm surprised the cruise was not canceled. Debbie, Emmanuel, think we're called Blink or something. Checking my online account, finding them right now. Wendy Thompson, hi everybody. Cool Jazz, Vigo was their last port before returning to Southampton. Was to be in Vigo November 3 back. No, that's not true. Cool Jazz. This is actually the beginning of their trip. They're supposed to go from here for like 7 or 8 more days. Yeah, that's what this trip is. There was the last trip had Vigo in it, and the next one has Vigo in it as well, or Vigo, whatever it's called. Paul goes, hello, Wendy Thompson. Hi, Paul. Barb, hello from Atlanta. Barb, how are you in Atlanta? How's Atlanta? Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Ed Tolson, Blink is one I was looking at. I was also looking at Amazon brand, but I trust real people more than reviews online. Wendy Thompson, Jack Daniels, honey, today. Debbie Manuel. Ed, Blink XT, high def and waterproof, also wire free. That's what Debbie's suggestion is right there. Paul goes, yum, Wendy. Ed Tolson, Wendy Thompson, that sounds good. Ed, thanks, Debbie. What is he saying? Wendy, it is feet up, drink in my hand. Right on, Wendy Thompson. Way to go, girl. Robert Brandt, right idea, Wendy Thompson. Richard, see a great show, Bruce. See you on Tuesday. Nurse Nancy, they are not renaming the Sunshine again, are they? Yes, they are. Or no, they've done it already. I'm getting confused here. The Sunshine used to be the Destiny. That's right. That's right. I have to correct myself. The Sunshine, Carnival Sunshine ship that's having these problems with the tilting and the engine problems, it was given a major $150 million refit 5 years ago or so in 2013. Renamed the Sunshine from the Destiny. Now, just a few weeks ago, it was in dry dock in Freeport in the Bahamas for 2 weeks as a refresh kind of thing. And as soon as it got out of Freeport, it had engine problems on its first cruise, and it had a listing problem on its second cruise. And this ship is supposedly it's probably $200 million of work done on it now in the last 5 years. $50 million 2 weeks ago, $150 million 5 years ago, and it's got problems. I read other issues on Twitter. Showers were cold and not working, leakage in pipes on board several cabins, all kinds of issues. And the crew were awful. Couldn't have cared less, lackluster. There was not happy talk on Twitter about the Sunshine at all. Okay. I believe it's the Triumph that's going in next. The Victory. Sorry, it's the Victory. The Carnival Victory goes in for a $200 million job in 2020. It had engine problems 2 weeks ago, by the way. They got to wait a year and a half before they get that thing in for a $200 million retrofit and change its name to the Radiance. Thank you, Nurse Nancy. You've just triggered my memory bank on that one. Paul Lucas, Nurse Nancy, after all the problems they've had, maybe they should. Nurse Nancy, Sylvan Forrest, I take it you don't mind the rocking ships then. Talking to an old Navy guy. He doesn't mind it at all. Sylvan, after fire on board and taking on water, listing is the most dangerous condition. A listing ship will keep on listing and capsize if the problem is not resolved quickly and aggressively. It can be a nasty problem. I love rough seas, says Sylvan. Eat, drink, and be merry while landlubbers suffer all kinds of indignities. That's a Navy man. Paul Lucas laughing out loud. Richard C. Bruce is just a source of great news on cruising. Just want to make new cruisers say no. Nurse Nancy, funny Sylvan. So far, I don't get seasick, but I do prefer calm water. Sylvan, C. Veta Vecchia. Nurse Nancy, Richard C. That'll leave more room for us who love cruising. Laugh out loud. Cruel Jazz. We need to get Bruce on to be an on-the-scene reporter for breaking news. Mary Ellen Shaw. Since I live outside Charleston, South Carolina, I hope Sunshine will still be here after the $2 million redo. It'll probably move. We get one older ship out of here at a time. No other cruise lines either. Yeah, Charleston is not getting the brand new shiny $1.2 billion cruise ships. Is it? No, it doesn't get the big one. Unfortunately, small port, and the cruise lines just do not expect 6,000 people to turn over every week out of Charleston. That's why you're not getting those. That's why you're not getting those ships. Vivian Clark Nicholson, evening. Hi, Vivian from the UK. Nurse Nancy, we get really poor ships out here in Wisconsin. Actually, there's a fast ferry across Lake Michigan that's supposed to be pretty cool. Paul Wilkes laughing out loud. Mary Ellen, Charleston doesn't want more ships. I think noise is the issue. Not sure. White Knock, if I go on a cruise, I will be sure to check out the bugs. Check for bugs when I clean. Touchdown. Maybe the cruise line is watching an employee in the room and forgot to remove the camera. There, see, I was thinking of that. Maybe they forgot to remove the camera. I don't know. Vivian, Southampton spending millions on new docks for 2020 for new ships, the Iona. Yes, Vivian, you are correct. Southampton is spending millions on upgrades because they want to handle the largest ships at sea, including the new P&O Iona, which is going to be a beautiful, huge cruise ship. Really nice. We'll have to watch for that. We'll hear all kinds of press about it as we get closer to grand opening too. Robert Brandt, I'm working on a group cruise, but seems everyone wants a plan far out. The best prices are 30 to 60 days out, you see. Paul Wilgus, or Robert Brandt, I prefer sooner than far out, but I'm only one person. Robert Brandt, maybe I'll plan both. Paul Wilgus, Robert Brandt. Rob Sutter, when I got my license at 16, gas was 18 cents a gallon, Imperial. Rob Sutter, Imperial gallon. Yeah, that's bigger than a U.S. gallon, of course. My license, when I got my license, gas was 59.9, 60 cents Canadian a gallon when I started driving. That was a gallon. I now pay $1.40 a liter, which is, for an Imperial gallon, that would be at least 4 times that, $5.60, $5.80 a gallon instead of 60 cents when I started driving. Yeah, things have changed in the gas business. Debbie, Manuel, Robert, I would do a cruise on a quick timeline. Kills me waiting a year and a half to cruise anyway. Robert Brandt, there are a ton of great deals I can get with short notice for everyone who doesn't need to request a vacation, etc. Michelle Lucas, hello from Paradise, California. Sunny, 70 degrees. Big ass RV trip to the grandkids at the beach, Santa Cruz this week. Michelle, go get them. Fantastic. And get ready for your next one because you're getting on another cruise not too long from now. Absolutely wonderful. Paul, hello, Michelle. Nina, hi, Bruce and all. Countdown is continuing. Only 25 days left until the magic. She's going on a cruise. Fantastic, Nina. Nurse Nancy, that is a great countdown number, Nina Frank. Robert Brandt, what is that? Simplify you. Make interior cameras. You can watch from any internet connection. Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, okay. They make okay. The company is Simply Safe View. That's the name of the company. They can make a wireless any way you want. Interesting. Brittany Lockwood, Bruce, Carnival Sunshine is not going into dry dock again for quite some time unless there's a need for an emergency dry dock. Thank you, Brittany. Yes, you were right. Sunshine just did it, and they did the big one 5 years ago. I did correct myself. Peter Heckema, Ed Tolson. Ed, I have Guardzilla cameras, work well and easy to set up. Guardzilla has both indoor and outdoor wireless cameras. Jake Nix, hi Bruce, 50 degrees in Nanaimo. Right on, Jake. Welcome to the show. Welcome to my channel, Canadian. Love it. I think it's your first time here. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the channel. It's fantastic. Brittany Lockwood, Navigator of the Seas and Explorer of the Seas are the same class of ship. They both are Voyager class ships. That's why they're rocking and rolling when they're on the higher seas. Interesting. Tracy, good show, Bruce, with updates. Gotta go. BB, baseball game at 6:30. See you tomorrow. Tracy, you take it easy. Paul Wilkes, bye, Tracy. White Knock, the work should have been done in the USA or Germany. They do quality work. Brittany, Carnival Victory and Triumph are both set to go into dry dock. That's right. From the future, that never happened on the Love Boat. They never had those problems on the Love Boat. Robert Brandt is giving Bruce thumbs ups all over the place. I see 37 thumbs ups. I see 54 people here. Wouldn't it be great if by the time you folks got off the air, would you think I could hit 50 thumbs ups today before you guys leave me? Is that possible? Are there enough of you out there who haven't thrown a thumbs ups yet that you could throw one right now? Right now. Give me a thumbs up right now and let's hit 50 before I go off the air. That would be fantabulous. I would love that. Wendy Thompson, don't try booking the Edmund Fitzgerald. It sank. Paul Wilgus, laugh out loud, Wendy. I lived in Michigan when that happened. Sylvia, a coworker is going on the Sunshine next year out of Charleston, laughing my you know what I'm laughing off here. That's funny. Got 40 thumbs ups, 10 to go. Thank you, everybody. Keep them coming. White Knock, Sylvia, is that the clothing optional cruise Sunshine is having? And Tolson, guards, I will look into that. And the other one, he's going to look into those camera systems that people have been telling him about. I got 42 now. 42 thumbs ups, heading for the big 5-0 today. Come on, people, give me 50 thumbs ups today. That would be so cool. Judy Denny, hello from Georgia, 73 and sunny. Hiya, Judy. How you doing? Welcome to my show. Welcome to my channel. I'm pleading with people to give me thumbs ups today. If you could spare me a thumbs up today, that would be great. It's right at the bottom, just below my picture here. I got 42. I see 42 right now. Of course, everything's on a bit of a delay. So we're watching the count to see if I can hit 50 before I go off the air today. There are 53 people watching. I got 44 thumbs ups now, 6 to go. Oh, it's getting exciting. Thank you. And Judy, welcome to the show. Peter Heckema, Ed Tolson, Guardzilla cameras, he's saying. And then Paul Lucas, 45, he says. Bruce, you got 45. You don't have 44. You got 45. Fantastic. I still see 44 in my little chart there, but it takes a while before it to catch up. So thank you, everybody. 5 to go. If Paul's got it right, we're only 5 away from 50. That's fantastic. I don't know if I ever had 50 on a live telecast before during the show. I usually get them after, but live during. Oh, 46. I see 46 here. Even closer. Oh, I can taste it. This is fantastic. Judy, if you did that, thank you very much. Anyone else out there who can throw me a thumbs up, please do. Get us over 50. Paul is saying 47. There it is. I see 47 now. 3 away. This is cool. Pleading for thumbs ups. How about that? It's like a telethon. You know, what can I tell you? There you go. 48. Paul says you have 48. Fantastic. 2 away. This is awesome. Sauce. 49. I see 49 on my screen. Judy Denny. No problem, Bruce. You want a thumbs up? You got a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Paul, you got 50. Brittany, +1. You got 2 from each of my 2 YouTube accounts. Oh, thank you. I do have people with more than 1 YouTube account, and they're awfully generous. And there it is, 50 right there. How about that? Thank you, everybody. 50 thumbs ups on this live telecast. Not bad for a Monday. Pretty darn good. But what a Monday it is. In the cruise ship business, my goodness. Camera in a cabin. Of course, that's old news. Navigator of the seas taking on water in the Atlantic, having to go into Spain to get repaired. Carnival Sunshine having more problems, now tilting or listing without warning in calm seas, not good. Celebrity Constellation breaks away from the port in La Spezia in Italy because of the high winds. Unbelievable. And then in Rome, in the port that I like to call the Calcavecchia port, the Azimir Pursuit breaks one of its lines. I think the front line snaps, and she goes out like 180 degrees, like an open gate. She just turns into a gate. The back end is held on by the port, and the ship just went out like that. The tugs had to bring her back. Unbelievable. That's just crazy. Peter Heckema, you got your 50. Reggie the man, 50. Jake next. Does anyone know why they removed the Imax Theater from Carnival Panorama? Hans Holtz. I think Trump is Jesus. Hans, are you on medication, Hans? Are you on serious medication? Oh my gosh, you poor soul. Hans, you are a poor soul. What can I say? Gotta go. Anyway, there you go. Hans is gone. Sylvan, 2 thumbs down. Pox on them. Let's see here. Reggie Man, troll alert. Paul Lucas, 51 up and 4 down. Wendy Paul, do you go to the island or up the Sioux? And Hans was desperately trying to get another bunch of messages, but he's been cut off. Sorry, Hans. You're gone. Go back to your little cave and have fun with your friends. Very sad. We've had enough of a rough weekend. We don't need any more of this nonsense. 52 ups and 4 down. This is fantastic. Thank you, everybody. 52 thumbs ups. Fantastic. I bet you Hans gave me a thumbs down. I bet you he did. But I don't care, because that's 56 engagements. And as far as YouTube is concerned, that's 56 engagements of any kind instead of 52. Fabulous. That's great. It's all good. Nice. Steamer is here. Steamer, we just hit 52 thumbs ups without your help. If you can throw me one, I'd love it. Welcome, buddy. Paul Wilgus, Wendy Thompson. When I lived there, I did both. Reggie Man, Bean. Hey, man. The Beaner. How was your weekend, Beaner? Ottawa won the game, I believe, and so they've clinched first in the East. The Stamps have to beat BC, I think, or tie to clinch in the West. But the Stamps aren't playing well right now. That is for sure. Yes, White Knox saying, Jake, John, Harold said they removed the IMAX because it's being replaced with something different and better. I think that the IMAX is being replaced with a virtual reality type experience, and something tells me they can charge more for it, and for the amount of space that they are using and for the royalties they had to pay IMAX, I think they're getting a better deal economically to do something else in a more of a virtual reality type 3D environment. And I think that's what's going on. It might just be that the Imax didn't sell out on every show or didn't sell enough. And they just did the math and they went, hey, for what we're paying for this stuff and how much space we're having to give up and for how many staff members are involved in running this thing, we can do better. We can use fewer staff members, lower cost, less space, and make more money per square inch on this cruise ship by offering a different experience. And I think that's why the Imax is out and something else is coming in. That's just me speculating, but I think that's what it is. We'll find out more. Brittany, 53 up. Wendy, hubby is from the zoo area. Steamer, Hans is in his basement playing with his schmanky laugh out loud beaner. Jake figures all about the money. Steamer, Saskatchewan and Ottawa in the Grey Cup. From the future, crew on Horizon stated Panorama is getting some type of trampoline experience, which could equal the experience on Royal Caribbean ships like the Navigator of the Seas, Independence of the Seas, and others. They're putting that thing in there. White Knock, more rooms are coming in. That might be it too. Maybe they're taking that space and adding some more cabins. You just don't know. That could be the reason. So we'll find out. But it's definitely, it's only about the money. It's nothing personal. It's just about the money. It's only the money. It's not how you feel. It's just about the money. Yeah. Imax on Horizon was nice, but never crowded, says From the Future. That's a sign. I guarantee you, when the Horizon goes in for its first dry dock, guess what? Out with the Imax. Yeah, that will be a time limited offer, and then they'll disappear. That's typical. Happens on cruise ships all the time. They'll move in and out certain features to try to maximize revenue and functionality and everything else. Lower costs by having fewer staff members handle an area of the ship. Improve profits by getting more people to spend money in this area of the ship with fewer staff to run it. The magic formula for making money. What it's all about. There you go. Okay, that is the update on the day. I think I've kind of got everything done today that I need to get done. Did you enjoy today's show? I hope you did. 52 thumbs ups today. Thank you very much. I'm so glad that that came in today. White Knock, I would fill it. I would fill. I did not charge for it. See, I'd go and see that if they wouldn't charge for it. There you have it. Steamer, which cruise ship has an Imax? It's these couple of Carnival ships, the Horizon in particular. I'm not sure if the Vista has the Imax or not, but I know the Horizon does. And the thinking was this is going to become a ship-wide experience, and it's not happening. I think they're backing away from it, and they're putting in something else. Vivian, see you tomorrow night. Have a good evening, everybody. Vivian, you have a good evening. I know it's very late for you in the UK. Thank you for joining me this evening. I love that you came here to watch me from all that way. Viewers from around the world, try to catch my show sometime during the week. I'm on Monday to Friday at 5 Eastern, talking about cruise ships. Tuesdays and Thursdays, in other words, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time, tomorrow night, live trivia on this channel. Be there or be square, everybody. I'm going to set up some questions for you guys. Should be a lot of fun. So there you have it. I'll be on again tomorrow at 5 o'clock talking cruise ships on anything that's going on. Vivian, love it, she says. Paul Lewis, great show, Bruce. Bye, everybody. Thanks again for 52 thumbs ups. 4 thumbs downs. That's 56 thumbs of engagement today. That's, I think, a record for during a live show. Thank you very much. I think we hit over 60 viewers at one time today, maybe close to 70. And that's getting stronger, too. Thank you, everybody. Reggie and Man, take care, everybody. Have a pleasant evening, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow on this channel at 5 o'clock Eastern time. Take care in the meantime. We'll see you. Bye for now.